Hey guys, how's it going? Kurgle here, and I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about my Baldur's Gate 3 experience as I'm nearing the end of it. Um, I just wanted to quickly talk about what an amazing game this is. I wanted to recommend it to everybody. I wanted to tell you a little story about my wife starting to play it, and yeah, just kind of show some love to Larian and the whole team behind the video game. Um, First, I want to thank Dave, which is the member of community that gifted me the game, and he just thought that I would like it. And it was interesting because I never really played turn-based games. That was just not a thing for me, right? I played some trading card games and I enjoyed them, but I never really invested too much time into them. So when I received this game, I kind of thought, well, let me think about it. I'm gonna play it at some point, and then the more I saw of the news coming out, I was like, it can't be that good, right? So I started streaming it, and right now I think we're on episode like 36 or 37 of the live, and it's been such a blast. Without spoiling anything, I just want to tell you that if you never had a good experience with turn-based games, I think, or like D&D style games, this is your chance to do it. Um, Larian did an amazing job of explaining how everything works. It is easy to pick up, in my opinion. There is a lot you need to do, right? Like there's a lot of controls, a lot of modifiers and effects and all these different things. But they made it so foolproof in a sense, and they made it so accessible that you can really pick up anywhere you want and kind of just start playing, and you'll be fine. Trust me. It is such a wonderful experience for me. I think I have maybe like four. I would say four more lives tops until I finish the game, and right now I am at like 115-hour mark. So already that's a huge win, right? That's the first playthrough. And this game has so much replayability. There are multiple origin characters. There are multiple ways you can play those origin characters. So there are somewhat in the ballpark of give me just a second. I want to verify this. I didn't prepare this, but I just want to tell you guys how crazy this is. There are around 17,000 different endings that you can get. Now, keep in mind, these are all the variations, the way you interact with characters, the way you choose the ending, and all these different things. But, nonetheless, 17,000 times you can get a different outcome at the end. Even though if it's a small variation, it's still different, right? And I think that's amazing. It blew my mind, and as I'm reaching the end, like the game will kind of push you and tell you like you have these options, right? And even though it kind of like guides you through it, there's still so much power in the choices you make, the way you do things in the game, the way you interact with characters, the way you romance characters, the way you treat characters. Like it is absolutely insane. And I've just been so happy and so excited every time I would sit down and stream Baldur's Gate 3 that I just figured I owe it to Larian to just give them some praise, because it's truly like with the last couple of years and the way that video games have been shipping out, there have been so many controversies and bad releases that I think Baldur's Gate 3 deserves to just keep going. And with that being said, I want to tell you a little story about Mrs. Kurgle, who some of you may know that are in the community. She is not super crazy about video games in general, right? The last video game that she was super excited about or like serious about was Yoshi Island on Nintendo 64. She also liked playing like Super Mario Party, Mario Kart and all that stuff. But that's when she was way younger, and she just played video games with friends. Like she never took the initiative to like play video games on her own too much. And over the last couple of years, since we started dating and everything, I kind of started showing her video games, and she never really, you know, cared too much about it. But then Baldur's Gate 3 came along, and she's like, yeah, I kind of want to give it a go. And once she started playing, she was blown away. She was hooked. And I think a lot of people say, like, you know, it's a really hard game for people to pick up, like this and that. But it was a really, really cool experience to see somebody who never really plays video games pick up Baldur's Gate 3 so easily, right? Because it's a turn-based game, you do have to, I apologize, you do have a chance to kind of take it at your own pace and do things your way. And I think that's an amazing approach, and it gives you the freedom to kind of just take it in as long as you need to, right? Like, you can be in Act 1 for 100 hours, and that's fine. And the game doesn't rush you through it. The game doesn't push you through it. That the game kind of puts you out there and says, hey, these are general guidelines how you should do it. But do whatever you want to do. And you can literally do that. And it's just incredible. And I'm excited to see where her journey is at. She made it to about 80, I would say 90% of Act 1, so she's going to be in Act 2 soon, and I'm just super excited to see how she plays through it. If you played Baldur's Gate 3, let me know what you think in the comments below. What was your playthrough? What did you like the most? And let's just have a conversation about it. But yeah, I just wanted to take a minute and kind of talk about Baldur's Gate 3, and, you know, big recommendation from me. It is an incredible game. It is not for everybody. If you only like super fast-paced games, you're not gonna like it. But if you wanna take your time, enjoy a good story, good conversations, funny characters, meaningful relationships, this is the game for you. Check it out. The worst thing that can happen is you can buy it on Steam, try it for 2 hours, and if you don't like it, if you didn't go over that 2-hour mark, you can refund it probably. But yeah, I just wanted to take a minute and talk about it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.